Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording for now.
Good.
No,
This is good.
yeah, it's good.
All right, let me try something else. Okay, gallery, stop. Okay. Okay, this is also good, right? But this is better. What do you think? No,
The previous one is better.
this
The
one.
classroom was a little funny,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll switch we'll switch and adjust, get a different feel of things, get a different view. All right, so I think we'll start because I do have to run after the session. Okay, let me just make sure. All right, so let's see, where is this? All right, so let's kick this off. So today's session is going to be, I believe, on two questions, right? So why this program, right? So everybody's going to ask you this question, and you have to get this right. And the second will be, what was the second question? You guys remember? Oh yeah, why the specialty, right? That was the second question. All right, so it's a very important question. Why this program? And I think we discussed a little bit in the last session about the need to emphasize really well and bring in practical examples. And we talked about some of the examples from the geographical standpoint. And I think I mentioned that please look at Google Maps and map out the whole area, see what activities there are nearby, see what restaurants there are, see what things are of interest for yourself. So you definitely have to plug that in. All right. So I'm just going to go over this answer. Oh, so yes, definitely. And I want to home in on three important aspects of your program, which I believe are essential and important to myself. One, of course, is the focus on training, the location, of course, and the long-term, my long-term career aspirations actually are in line with what you guys are providing. And thank you, because your website was very detailed with the info on the comprehensive training that does integrate a diverse array of subspecialties with a focus on clinical reasoning and hands-on training, and that's basically what I'm looking for. I'm particularly also excited about the chance to rotate in specialties such as pulmonary and critical care and hematology. Pulmonary critical care, I think, is my nature. However, given that I do have some family history with blood-borne disorders, I think that's what draws me into hematology as well. But I will be evaluating this as I go through my residency. And the other thing I noticed was your 6-to-2 schedule with your inpatient versus outpatient schedule. And I believe this is essential for maintaining the aspects of continuity of care, which I believe is essential for training on a complex range of conditions, including inpatient acute care, as well as, of course, more laid back outpatient care. So, and another aspect I think I forgot to mention earlier was their emphasis on research. And to me, as you can see in my CV, I have pretty decent amount of research under my belt, and I look to carry this forward in my program for my residency. And yeah, that is going to be an exciting experience for myself to extend myself. I'm of course eager to continue with this work with the support of the program, and I love to be part of your annual research days. You will find me to be a very active participant. Then additionally, I talked about the location. So this offers a combination of the high patient volume with a diverse patient subset. So I'm excited for this opportunity to work in this region. And I actually looked at Google Maps and I found my favorite restaurants in this area. Not only that, I believe I'm an outdoors enthusiast, and I would relish at the chance of going up on the mountains and hills in the nearby areas. And I would do that during my medical school days as well. Whenever we get the chance, we would drive up to the mountains and relish the sights and sounds. So I do believe that this program offers excellent quality of training, life, uh, access to outdoor activities, and this is what I'm basically looking for. And hopefully, we all progress together through this journey. Thank you so much. So what do you think? So I try to be informative, share that I've looked at their program, that I've studied their program really well. I just didn't show up today just with my face, and I'm just showing up today. And then I talked about some specifics that they had, and I tried to align my own interests with the interests of the program and with the offerings of the program. And yeah, I gave them no reason to say, okay, I'm dicey with the program. So yeah, so I want someone to now step up to the plate. Who's ready? Or I'm gonna choose someone. I think Adina had her hand raised, or what was that?
No. I'm not going first this time. No.
Hey, I went first, so what's wrong with you?
No, nothing wrong.
I went first, so what's wrong with you? I put myself on the line, right?
Yeah,
I put
you
my,
were-
what do you call it? My honor, everything on the line.
you're our like inspiration and motivation, so you have to go first.
What?
We are looking up to you.
But now your turn. Who's next?
Uh,
So the goal is also to be casual. Don't act as if you memorize everything. You could see I was having inflection points. I was having inflection points. I was stopping. I was pausing. So it has to be not verbatim and not act like a robot. You have to have inflection points. You have to have, when there's a comma, you stop, you delay yourself, you have a full stop, you pause, you insert some experiences, some examples, perhaps, right? So it has to have a little bit of a conversational tone to it. All right. Okay, so
I came up with the why is this specialty question. So can I?
You want why this specialty?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that next. We're gonna talk about that next. But do you want to give it a try for this question? Yeah.
I wanted to tailor this question for specific to every program. So
okay, that's also fine. But yeah, it has to be tailored to every single program. I agree. So I'll have you go first for the next question then. Okay. Says you already have that ready. Who else wants to go for this answer?
Can I go?
Sure.
Well, thank you for that question, Dr. Khan. I actually had the opportunity to rotate at the hospital back in May. And what stood out the most to me was how friendly and welcoming everyone was. I feel like for someone like me who's going to be starting her residency away from home, I really feel the need to feel at home where I'll be working for the next 3 years. And your hospital made me feel like that. All of the nurses that I talked to, all the doctors, Dr. Kareem, Dr. Riles, Dr. Wakar, all of them were so welcoming, and they always ensured that I was comfortable in my own skin. And they always answered all of the questions that I had. And I feel like your hospital has the kind of the environment that I can grow and flourish in as a resident. The location of the hospital itself is ideal for me, I think. It has an apartment complex right across the street where I can see myself living for the next 5 years. And then I love how closely situated it is to the town square, where there's so many things to do and so many restaurants to try. And I'm very excited for that. So I think all in all, your hospital aligns with what I have in my mind for a potential residency program. And I really hope that I can fulfill all your requirements for a resident as well. Thank you.
Very good. Okay. I think you mentioned 5 years. Which program are you applying to that is 5 years long?
No, it's IM. But like, I don't know, maybe fellowship. Should I just stick with 3 years?
3 years, just for residency, just stick with 3 years.
Okay.
So listen, guys, if you don't try, you don't do this practical demonstration of your answers, nobody will pick these points up. Okay. And second, I think you should hit on a little. You were very I mean, you had it already because you already rotated through this program. That was wonderful. I mean, of course, anybody has that personal example, then definitely mention that, of course. And you mentioned I learned a lot about the didactics and the specialties being offered, right? And I would suggest something that the program offers that aligns with your long-term goals. You don't have to say you're definitely going into cardiology or you definitely want to be a hospitalist. You don't want to say that. You just want, but if you know you already have a couple of research publications or extensive experience, let's say within cardiology, and you are sure about that, then of course make sure that the program has that fellowship,
So
or the graduates do go into those fellowships. So make sure of that, and then you are free to answer in that manner. However, I would want you to have something regarding their education and their and your long-term goals that should align with this program. But otherwise, pretty good.
So like in the long term, I do want to like do something for the global health on a larger scale. Can I just go like the opportunities that your hospital offers and the kind of diverse population that your hospital sees will equip me with the skills that are necessary to do that in the long term?
Global health. So what is that's very vast. Do you have an MPH?
No, I don't.
Do you have anything else or any experience that you would want to bring up to suggest that you are interested in global health, or what do you want to do with global health? Do you want to go into the WHO perhaps, or the UN, UNESCO? What's your plan?
Like I do want to do something to provide easier healthcare to the facility, to the people, just to the people that have no access to healthcare. It can be in any country, in any setting. I have a couple of volunteer experiences where I have been doing this, and I just want to expand that in the future.
Okay, so volunteer experiences taking care of the underserved, perhaps. Is that it? So, and you've mentioned that in your CV and your different places, right?
I have.
Just mentioned that my numerous volunteer experiences with this, I think goes in line with the training and the depth of hands-on clinical experience and the varied clinical cases that we are expected to see here. I think will set me up for my future goals in this line of continuing to dedicate my time for the underserved in whatever capacity. So something similar, right? Okay, good.
Okay, thank you.
All right, someone else now.
Okay, I can go.
You muster up the courage, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try. So the program, okay. I think your program's motto, where technology and skilled professionals come together for compassionate care, resonates deeply with my own beliefs. So I will summarize why I chose your program in a few points. First of all, I think you provide exceptional faculty and a wide variety to rotate in subspecialty areas, especially kidney transplant center. The in-house kidney transplant center fascinated me because you provide residents to get a chance to rotate in, to deal with patients that are both pre-transplant and post-transplant. So, and all the other subspecialty that you offer that provide a vast, diverse patient population, and I would love to explore that. Secondly, I am very enthusiastic about your research center inside the hospital. And you provide opportunity to work with certified clinical research coordinator to expand and to work on evidence-based medications and to get a chance to came up with new technologies and therapeutic measures, which resonate deeply with me because I have an experience in research. I think so that was one of the very greatest thing that appealed me to your program, and your emphasis on residents' well-being, including medical jeopardy, which I think is a fun way to learn and educate your residents. So that I'm looking forward to that, and all the things that you and also that your faculty emphasize on love where you learn. So I think that motto also something I can relate to, and I want to work in that community which believe in that thing. And lastly, I love the geographical distribution of the community. So Lancaster is, you may call it the city of Red Rose. I love that. And because of its historic culture, and because of the natural landmarks, I am more than willing to explore this city. And also because of its nearby association to Charlotte, which is the Queen City. So I think this provide like all together a wonderful experience to both enjoy the suburban life, nature, and a big city life. So I am looking forward to connect with you guys and explore my extrovert self there. Thank you.
All right, good, good. I think you touched on various aspects. That was great. Probably have to work on the flow.
Yeah.
Probably have to, I would think, write it down.
Yeah.
Probably do it on a computer, of course,
Okay.
not on paper,
All right.
and because then you would be able to adjust and edit.
Mm-hmm.
You can do on a paper as well. Back in the day, we were all doing everything on paper.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I think just practice the flow
Mm-hmm.
and a few grammatical issues here and there. But then, of course, when you're doing on a computer, it gives you an autocorrect.
Yeah.
So you can work on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All right.
Didn't get a chance to say it out loud. Just research the program. So if the flow, yeah, it will get better.
That's
Hopefully.
fine. Yeah, just have to practice. Just have to practice at least each question at least 5 times, at least
Yeah.
to begin with. Then you will get the flow of it, hang of it.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next?
Dr. Umair, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Hello. I have a question. If we have a program that's like a community program, how can we bring in research there? Because a lot of community programs don't have very strong research like mentorship in place. But like if you mention it, I just don't want it to seem a little bit like like
Right.
irrelevant. So how would you bring that up?
So do you have an interview coming up at this program?
No, not at this program, but I was just looking through my list, and because because one of the things I mentioned in my last question that I started a research initiative at my college. So that was something that I consider a strong point for my application. So I don't know how I can fit it into this kind of community,
Right.
like community programs that I applied for. That's what I was
Right.
wondering.
So even if it's a community program, most of them have research days. So that's
Okay.
one. You can
Okay.
always mention it. Then you have to see, and then you have to see what your experience is. Is your experience and the research initiative that you undertook, what was it?
Mhm. It was like a society where basically we would like teach each other research, we would hold workshops and then do projects. So that was the main thing
Okay.
behind the initiative. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, almost all programs have a research day.
Okay.
Almost all. I would say everyone. I think they will all want to have something like that. They all want it. Even if it's a community program, they will not say, "Oh no, we hate research." No one will
Right.
say that. If there's a case
Right.
presentation, interesting case, they want their residents to publish. They will want the resident to present it, make a poster out of it, submit an abstract, whatever. So, so I would suggest that they would probably have something on their website, or they would mention some of this during their presentations about the program, or the material that they sent over.
Would it be? No, I'm wondering, would it be okay to say that I want to start like a culture of research at this program? Would that sound too arrogant to say if they don't have anything in particular?
It depends on how forthcoming or interested the people are, and
Okay.
what you can, the way you say it is also matters a lot. That I actually took this initiative where we discussed different aspects of research and different research modalities, and this what was done. This was the outcome of it. You have to show an outcome that you took an initiative and where did it go. So just starting an initiative without any something solid to back it up with may not be the best way to present that. However, if your initiative led to something, or something concrete. You mention it. You can mention it, and that as a resident, I think I do bring a few qualities, and I do want to share this, that I had initiated this program, and we were able to get a group of physicists together, and we talked about different modalities, and we learned few software. And if given the chance to be at this program, I would love to bring that over. And heck, why not have more of this through my residency as well?
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
So
Yeah.
the way you frame it is also very important.
Okay, okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I can try for this question, but I didn't like it's a little bit improvised, if that's okay.
It's okay. We're practicing right now. That's it.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for asking this question. Yes, I have been researching this program very thoroughly. So there are a number of there are a number of key points that cultured my interest in this program. First of all, I appreciate how well the residents are looked after here. I realized that there is, whilst going through your website, I noticed that there is a resident counseling program here to help and support residents throughout the residency. So I appreciate the effort made by the program to help residents carry out their duties, not just in a professional environment, but outside of that as well. I also really like the schedule of the program that kind of diversify both inpatient and outpatient care. And I think I would be exposed to different clinical settings and different patients, which would definitely strengthen me as a clinician. I also appreciate the fellowship opportunities we have here. I myself am interested in hematology oncology, so I really appreciate the in-house fellowship that you guys are offering. And I also am interested in pulmonology as well. And I do appreciate that whilst you do not have an in-house pulmonology program, you prepare your residents well. And just looking through your online statistics, I noticed a lot of your residents go on to fellowships. I feel like I will be prepared well for fellowship in this program. And lastly, I have been looking up a little bit about the area. I really like how this area is a tight-knit community, and there are a lot of good restaurants around. I am personally a big fan of continental and Arab food, so I really appreciate the diversity and culture that this area offers, and I think I will have a good time during my residency and outside of it. So I'm really looking forward to matching on your program. Thank you.
Very good. I think if you practice more and have it more streamlined, you will be very good with this answer. Just one thing I want to just reiterate, that I think in my sample answer that I provided, always have like a transitions opening sentence in a way, and you can refer to the last video. If you missed the last recording, you can check that out on the AMCANA page. So I had a transition that I was focusing on the type of training and the location, and my long-term career aspirations align with this program. So then I went deeper into it. I first gave them the headline, so that, okay, they're focusing on this. Yes. Okay. Yes, this is the main focus. So they're much more focused and better able to understand what you're talking about now. So just good.
Can you, if it's okay, could you please give me a small example of what you mean by transition sentences? Like, from how can I move on from one topic to another?
So transition sentence basically is an opener or a linker for your bigger answer.
Okay.
It's an opener.
Okay.
And a link for the bigger answer. So just watch the last session. Watch the last session.
Okay.
It was an hour long on it.
Okay, no, I get that. But what I'm trying to say is that, do I have to transition into every topic, like location and then fellowship?
Oh no, not every topic.
Okay.
It depends on
Just for the overall
how fluid you are with your speech.
Okay.
But
and did you think that was flowing okay?
It was flowing okay. I think you just need to, again, as everyone is just practice starting right now, practice more and more, at least 5 times after you have put the answer onto paper or to a computer or whatever. At least practice it 5 times, and you will find ways yourself to make it better. Yeah, very good.
Got it. Thank you, Dr. Khan.
Anybody wants to give me a program that we can look at? That you have an interview at? We can open up the program and go over the website just to have an idea.
For me,
Can I? Oh, okay, never mind.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. You guys can, if you have a program link, you can share, but in the meantime, we'll continue with some people responding. All right, who's next?
Can I go?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm really glad to be here. Why I'm particularly interested in your program? First of all, the people. I know so many residents there. I'm especially close with Dr. XYZ during my med school, right? And you know, being this community, taking this forward, your academics are also very strong. You have a very strong didactics and in-house fellowships that offer both the procedural fields that are gastro, cardio, and pulmo, along with hematology oncology. I'm open to all these fields. While right now I want to be a hospitalist, but I'm really open to exploring all of them. And I think you having in-house fellowships really help me with that career goal. Uh, so something that I also really liked, as you can see in my volunteer experience, that I was at a clinic, I volunteered for, underserved community. Uh, your residency program offers something very unique. It's called Disparities of Care curriculum, where you allow us to, serve these underserved communities on particular days in a month. And I really look forward to that as well. I believe it'll really enhance and, amalgamate my career goals through your program. I can really focus on both specializing in something and while also focusing on my long-term career goal of having health equity. So I truly believe that your program aligns with my goals. The people, like I said, are a big reason why I want to be there. The other thing I really like is it's just a 40-minute drive from Philadelphia, you know. Having access to big cities nearby and having a diverse patient population are really some of the most important reasons why I think your program is the best fit for me. And that's why I really signaled it. That's why I really want to come near you guys. And I hope to match to it one day. So thank you.
Okay, great. So a couple of things are definitely positive. One is your approachable tone, conversational. You mentioned something very specific about the program. Few things I just general mention, and as you practice more and more, you will get better with this. One thing is working on the filler words, like as. Some people say that a lot. Some people say like. Some people say Some people say So go over these recordings. Record yourself. You can always record yourself and make sure that your flow does not include. You can have these every now and then, but not to an extent that it's taking up a lot of time.
Okay,
but that's fine.
perfect.
Good. You have some examples. You mentioned some of your seniors who were at the program, and always good to have someone to bank on, that they can say, okay, yeah, that guy is a good resident, and he can probably vouch for you as well. They will probably talk to him. Hey, how was this individual who says he's your junior?
Yeah.
Make sure that resident that's in the program is a pretty good resident too.
I hope so.
Not a troublemaker. So
Yeah, I hope so.
okay. I think one last, then we'll have to jump on to the next question.
Can I go, doctor?
Sure.
Okay, so if you want to look up the program as well, you can. If you want to, should I say the name as well?
You can send you have a link, or I can try to quickly Google the name.
Okay, I'll just write the name. It's Mercy Hospital, St. Louis.
Missouri?
Yeah, Missouri.
Internal medicine?
Yes, internal medicine.
Mercy Hospital. Okay. Where am I? Okay, this is it, right?
Yes, this is it.
Okay, great. All right, so you different doctors, general education, of course, read this. Definitely read this. What is an average day like? Okay, good. They have some information here. A point of care ultrasound skills. Okay, great. They have the schedule here. So you can mention specific things about this program.
Okay.
That is good. Requirements, that's different. Virtual care center with virtual hospital care. Okay, so you can mention this. A lot of programs may not have this. Okay, where are they present? Now, this is very important. So which fellowships they have internally versus where their residents can also match, that they are able to get their residents matched at other locations. Okay, so make sure you're in for future plans in line with some of these, right? Then of course you have to look at where this is located. So St. Louis, I'm not sure how far away this is from St. Louis, the city. And then you Google this. Let's go back here, maps. All right, so it is Mercy somewhere here probably, right? So it's right next to the city. So that's good, something you can talk about. And you can talk about any restaurants you like in the area.
Okay. Yes.
And you can talk about any recreational activities, any outdoor activities, any special events, fairs that you are interested in.
Okay.
Right, so very good. All right, you want to go ahead with the answer?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay, so the reason why I chose your program is, first of all, because of the setting. It's a close-knit program in a large hospital, and that quite resonates with my background. Since I come from an urban city, its fast-paced life has only made me more adaptable. However, my rural background has made me more humble and someone who deeply values living in a close-knit community. Secondly, I've only heard great things about the program from my family, who either have been a part of your program or currently are a part of your program. And in addition, during my rotation with Dr. Ryan, there's something he casually mentioned about the program, which has stuck with me and affirmed my interest in the program. During one of the rounds, he just mentioned that at the end of his residency, how he was confident that if he steps out and he can manage patients independently on his own. And this is the kind of confidence I'm looking for in a program. Lastly, the programs GFK Clinic, where it reaches out to the underserved, it also quite resonates with my background, as I have been working in my home country and treating the underserved to the best of my capabilities. And to sum it all up, I would love to stay in the city, as I've relocated here with my friends, with my family, and the friends I've made here. And I quite like the peaceful nature of the city which it provides.
Okay, all right. So you had a mix of reasons why. The most important is that you have rotated there already, and you know quite a few people in there. You mentioned something about the family. I think some grammatical issues about you already have family there, or or whatever family you're bringing in, or the friends that you make, or you already have friends there. So I think maybe some grammatical issue in the middle that I couldn't fully understand.
Okay.
I think just go a little bit slow with your answer.
Okay.
Just slow it down just a little bit. And I think your delivery and your pronunciation will be much more prominent.
Okay.
Much more audible. Yeah, so pretty good. I think I forgot to give one feedback from the last presenter. Don't say gastro, don't say cardio, don't say pulmo. Say it completely. Cardiology, gastroenterology. So just make sure we're not cool here. We want to be 100% professional. All right. Okay, good. All right, I think we should get on to, I think the next question was, what was it? I forgot again.
Why the specialty?
Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay, why the specialty? Okay, that is the question of the hour, I believe. And I believe my significant experience already in internal medicine, which has led me to realize how versatile internal medicine is, and then the team-based approach that I am drawn to. So internal medicine, of course. During my specific rotation, during my ICU rotation, we managed a patient with sepsis secondary to aspiration pneumonia and respiratory failure. And this opened my eyes. This was actually one of my first patients that I saw in the critical care department in my final year. And we had a multidisciplinary approach where we worked closely with different specialists, infectious disease specialists, pulmonologists, different nursing specialties, respiratory therapists. And this was an experience that showed me the value of teamwork in providing comprehensive care. Now, I believe I do thrive in such environments where communication and collaboration is the key to success in patient outcomes. And not to, of course, mention what you already have in my CV regarding my extensive experience and 1 year of this and this and this. I believe this, I have learned this to be my calling for myself in my life and career. Internal medicine also offers a broad foundation that allows me to keep exploring subspecialties such as cardiology and pulmonary and critical care that I do believe that I will look to pursue in the future. And combination of all of these diverse experiences and working with a team makes internal medicine the perfect fit for my abilities, inclination, and career goals. And I'm looking forward to taking my next step forward here at this program. Thank you. Okay, so a bit casual, give a few examples, give an example of a patient you were dealing with, your previous experience. I think you have to just bring it in a combination and just talk about it. Anybody wants to go? I think Wondi had an answer ready. So you're first.
Okay. My interest in diagnostic radiology is about 2 core values that I hold. So the first one is to serve the community to the fullest, and the second is to clear up uncertainties to reach into the diagnosis and management. And it actually sparked first time when I was rotating in internal medicine and subsequently in other rotations in clinical year 1. I realized that each department, every department depends on diagnostic radiology for their decision making. Then subsequently rotating in radiology rotation, as someone who is a visual learner, I enjoyed the reading room, and even the diversity and the impact on patient care further cemented my interest. And after graduation, I had the opportunity to interpret tons of imaging per day and scanning ultrasound in civil war in the northern part of Ethiopia, and at the same time self-learning, which further deepened my interest in diagnostic radiology. And after that, I came to the US and rotating in different subspecialties in radiology and exploring the advancement in technology confirmed my interest and decided to pursue in diagnostic radiology. Thank you.
Okay, great. I think the main aspect that you should home in on is that you are already fairly capable in the interpretation of X-rays, CT of the heads, or body imaging, or neuroimaging, whatever you, or since you were through a war zone, you probably had specific types of imaging that you are much more capable of interpreting. So I just highlight, I'm already fairly capable and well-versed with aspects of radiological interpretation for these type of modalities.
Okay.
They'll be like, okay, this guy is ready to roll. This guy is going to be a super individual who's going to hit the ground running. So anyone who has any extensive experience in any field that they're applying to, mention that. I'm fairly capable, and with my experience with this, I think I will probably hit the ground running. So highlight your strongest point is you're already ready. You already had a past life where you were doing this. You're good to go.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And I think just practice a bit more. I think you should have a reasonable answer, reasonable presentation and answer. All right. Who's next?
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Khan. Am I audible?
Yes.
Can I go?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to interview with your residency program. And I will tell you why I choose this specialty. I choose pediatrics because the opportunity to care for children and support their families during vulnerable times deeply motivates me. Witnessing children recover rapidly, even from severe illnesses, and seeing their resilience as they return to play brings me immense professional fulfillment. One of the key moments that sparked my interest in this specialty was during my internship when I cared for a 2-year-old child who presented with watery diarrhea lasting 7 days. His parents had late seeking medical care, and the time he admitted, he showed signs of oliguria. His past medical history was insignificant, and the physical exam revealed mild generalized abdominal tenderness. I suspected that gastroenteritis had led to AKI, and later the labs confirmed with elevated blood urea and creatinine levels. I consulted the nephrology team and closely monitored the fluid management and urine output while maintaining clear communication with his parents. Playing my part in the diagnosis and witnessing the child's significant improvement over the following days deepened my interest in pediatrics. Additionally, the experience enhanced my empathy when dealing with families, the importance of teamwork in patient management. I also participated in various vaccination drives during my medical school years to increase public awareness. In addition, I participated in school visits, advising young children on proper hand washing and other hygiene practices. Together, these experiences have solidified my commitment to pursue a career in pediatrics, driven by the desire to make a difference in children's lives. Thank you for asking this question.
Okay, so very good. I think you have prepared for this question. So that's very well.
Thank you.
One thing, I think you went too deep into that example.
Patient case?
You went
Okay.
too deep into it.
So my question was, can I mention the patient case while telling the answer, or I shouldn't?
You could mention, I mean, you remember I mentioned one too, but I did not go into all the specifics, all the details and the lab work and the nitty-gritty of the case in a way. So
actually, I went into the details to look it real. That's why.
right, that's fine. But I think cut it down a little bit.
Okay.
And I think you remember I mentioned about the interdisciplinary and collaborative approach. We talked to different specialties, this and this. And so that is the aspect. But that would be a great case. But of course, for the next question on this, tell me about an interesting case. So in that situation, you will go much more deeper, possibly. But I would just cut down on it a little bit.
On the case and add some more things.
Yeah, just go down on the case a little bit. Second, I think, yeah, you had it prepared well. I think you just need to be more fluent a bit more and just work on your pronunciation and just the same thing. Look at the last video. I'm not sure if you were in the last video or not. Just look at, again, coming more natural. Coming more natural is what we need to work on. Coming more natural is what we need to work on, right? And second, so is this your setting where you will have your interview?
Pretty much.
Okay. So lower the lid of your laptop. Your head should be, yeah. Okay. Your head should be prominent. If you want to express with your hands, you should be able to express with your hands, right? So lower the lid a little bit more. Yeah. Hands, do this, have a pen in your hand, it's fine. It's no big deal. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Yes, very good. You'll have a suit and a tie and everything else, so it'll look very professional when you actually do this. One thing is, I felt your audio was a little timid, a little low. So just see if you can work on that a little bit more.
I have a microphone with me, I think it is keeps disconnecting with my laptop. That's why.
Okay, just make sure you have these issues figured out.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, good. Who's
Thank
next?
you.
Sorry, could I go next?
Sure.
Okay.
And it's
Right.
okay to just, it's okay. I have my microphone here. You see this? I think in the
Yeah, I see
last,
this.
I have
I
my
see this, yeah.
microphone. It's okay to have it. Just make sure your sound is very prominent. If I move it away, you won't hear me as good. I think in the last session, I forgot to bring it near me, and I think my audio was not the best.
I think maybe it is far from me. That's why you are not saying, you are not hearing
Exactly.
it.
So it's
No,
okay to
now you
have
are
it
hearing
little,
it.
no,
Now
yeah.
you're hearing it.
So whatever you do, make sure you're not holding it during the interview. And it was
Yeah,
much
yeah.
better. It was much better when you had brought it closer to your mouth. It was much better.
Yeah.
Don't be obtrusive and cover your mouth, but have it so that it's still near to you. And find maybe get like a boom arm.
Okay. So
Something
is it okay
similar.
if the interviewer, is it okay if the interviewer sees it? Like I have some
Yeah,
mic
it's
with
okay,
me.
but but have it on its own instead of you having to hold it
Okay.
during the interview. Have it, for example, I have it on a boom arm. Okay.
Got it.
So have it so
Thank
it's
you.
not it's not covering you as much, but it's still near to your mouth, right? Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, Iram, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Khan. Okay. Yeah, that's certainly a great question. And it's something that I've been thinking about myself for a very long time before going into this specialty. What I really appreciate about internal medicine is that it is a specialty that offers a diverse population of patients that we can see as residents, but also in terms of the cases that we encounter in a variety of clinical settings. And I think the core skills that are required in this specialty is critical thinking and adaptability, something that I've had the opportunity to develop through my diverse background, living in different countries and also in different clinical environment. And I really appreciate how the variability in internal medicine that we experience. For example, we might be one day working in patient with really critical patients in really critical conditions. Whereas other days we might be advising patients with more chronic conditions such as diabetes or cardiovascular disease. I think one example that comes to mind is when I was working in the transplant unit, and we had this one patient who was ready to be medically discharged, and everything was stable. But the next day, he became really unwell due to a lung infection, and he had to receive the highest level of ICU care. So I think that kind of this kind of development in medicine is where I want to be at, and I want and I really want to strengthen my these core skills of adaptability and thinking on your feet. Again, and I also appreciate that we are also working in the community, so we're not always just looking at really sick patients. We'll be working at patients with chronic diseases in the community, like diabetes and cardiovascular care. Something that I had the opportunity to practice during my rotation in New Jersey, where I was working at an endocrinology clinic. And I was fortunate enough to work at the front line with the doctor there. Under his supervision, I was taking vitals, I was taking history. So I think I'm fairly capable of working in a team at the initial encounter, and I want to develop the skill further. Moreover, my experience in inpatient rotations have also kind of develop those core skills of leadership and teamwork. I also appreciate that internal medicine requires us to work with the community. So again, with this patient, the reason he was so upset at us for not being discharged is because he wanted to go to his granddaughter's graduation. So I think taking these kind of holistic things into account when taking care of patients is really, really important. And this is why I want to go into this specialty. And overall, I think it kind of aligns with my overall goals of working with the community while also specializing in a specific part of medicine, where I hope to do fellowships and where I hope to do a fellowship in the future as well. So I think all these factors kind of align into my decision for pursuing internal medicine.
All right, good. So what I get the impression that you're very good at speaking off the cuff. So basically you're not reading something, you're just speaking about it. So that's fine. What I want you to do is actually voice to text record the answer. Voice to text on your phone or wherever, or on your computer, and record it on a Word document. Word also has a feature you can do voice to text. So you don't have to type everything. You can do voice to text, very easy. So
Okay.
even I think Google Docs also has the same features. So
Mhm.
concise it a bit more. Definitely have to concise. I think it was a little longish, but that's fine. You were just speaking off the cuff. That's fine. Make it more compact. Make it more to the point.
Mhm.
And yeah, you have some casual examples in there. That's fine. Just organize it a bit more. So it's, let's say, not more than a minute long. Not more than a minute long.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So
Thank you so
will-
much.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys. I do have to run now. But yeah, I'm not sure when the next session is, but just look at the calendar. This link will be the same, and hope to see you guys soon again. All right. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Thank you,
Dr.
Dr.
Khan.
Khan.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Bye.
Thank you very much.